Hey, have you ever questioned, does doing the right thing even really matter in the end? So come on this cynical thought journey with me. Has doing the right thing always worked out in your favor? Has doing the right thing always produced some of the results that you were hoping to see? Or maybe has doing the right thing helped you get out of a difficult circumstance? My guess is that life has probably taught you something similar that it's taught me, and that's that doing the right thing doesn't mean that you're always gonna feel all right or be all right in the end. And I know that's super gloomy, but I think it's really important that we ask these questions because honestly, at the end of the day, if we take the answers that we get from our circumstances as the ultimate truth about whether or not doing the right thing matters in the end, then we miss out on the hope that God has for us in a life that's oriented towards fully following Jesus. So in Galatians, Paul has something to say about this. He's talking to the church of Galatia and he reminds them of a metaphor that they'd be really familiar with. Essentially, that whatever they plant, they'll harvest. And so in verse 9, Paul says, "So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we'll reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up." And that there at the end, that's the promise for us to hold on to. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. And what's really funny is a lot of times I learn a whole lot more about what isn't being said than what is being said. And so this verse isn't saying, oh, hey, whenever you feel like you want to cash out on that harvest of blessing, you can just go grab it. It doesn't say, when it's most helpful or most convenient to you, then you'll receive your harvest of blessing. No, it says at just the right time, you'll receive a harvest of blessing if you don't give up. And I think that at just the right time is really us learning to trust in God's perfect timing. So, what's going on in your life right now? Is there a circumstance that you look at and think, man, it would be way easier to just throw in the towel and give up? Or maybe there's a conversation that you know it would be good to approach it, but it feels really hard. While God's not asking us to try to control our circumstances by doing good things, He has promised us that if we show up day after day, willing to do the good things that He calls us to, one day in His perfect timing, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up.